Good morning. Actually, it's technically not morning. It's a little past noon, but I slept in. The Warriors play in less than 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna try and get this video uploaded before then. But before that, I'm gonna make a bagel and some coffee. Alright, I got the cream cheese on the bagels. Is that a lot of cream cheese? I don't know. I like cream cheese. Coffee. It ain't much, but it'll do. Just about ready. I'm whispering because Callie is still laying down. She'll probably get up soon, but I don't want to wake her up anymore, and she's already been awoken. The plan for today is to run. Actually run. And I'm going to do the first run in the Mizuno Vista 2. It's going to be my first Mizuno shoe since high school, I think. So, we'll get that started in just a sec. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Shoodio 1.0. Today we're going to be doing a first run review on the Mizuno Vista 2. And that is in this box right here. I actually didn't so much find this shoe as much as this shoe found me. I was reached out to by a member of the Supwell app, and they were the same size and it didn't work for them. So before listing it on the app, they asked if I was interested, and I was. So here it is. So this is going to be the Mizuno. I guess you can see the logo there. The Mizuno Vista 2. It's got like a booty style upper. I think it's a dual foam setup, and it has a plastic plate. So yeah, I might put the stats up somewhere on one of these sides. As far as like the drop, the weight, the stack, I don't know any of those things offhand. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for it. So the plan is to run in this today. This is going to be my first run review. I'm going to bring the camera. Well, I'll bring my GoPro and then just like kind of spew my thoughts as they come to me. It's my understanding, I believe these have about 19 miles on them already, which isn't very much. So they should be pretty close to new. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I tried these on. I got these in on Wednesday, finally. And then I tried them on. And most people have issues with this, like, upper. I don't know if I'm going to. I think it's actually going to be kind of accommodating because it's, like, just, I don't know. It's because it's not so, like, rigid. It might actually be accommodating for my foot shape, which is, like, opposite of that Puma that I returned. One thing that's kind of interesting, though, is the insole in here. It doesn't really like fit snug. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of washed out. But I don't know. It just kind of like, I don't know. It might maybe like it. I might not notice it on the run, but we'll see. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can try these on. Get the fit and feel. I set up my little GoPro camera on a tripod, so I'm going to see if I can line these videos up in my video editing software and see if I can do some like weird picture-in-picture action. So if not, then you're not seeing it. But yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, I'm also using the hello. I'm also using the GoPro Media Mod, and I don't know. I'm gonna run with it today, see if it makes any difference. But all right, I'm not sure exactly. I think that'll be fine. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try these on, see how they feel. Again, I tried them on once and just kind of like hopped around my kitchen. Yeah, and like, my hope for these shoes is that they serve as like an easy recovery day. I think this shoe is meant to be like a long run shoe, but I'm hoping it's gonna be like protective and soft enough and like just nice for like just whatever cruising miles. I'll probably see if I can squeeze it over into the daily trainer set, like part of my training. And but because like my long run shoe is gonna be the Mega Blast for sure. Once I start actually running again, because my running's been super out of whack lately. Ugh. I took a week off, and then I ran for 4 days, and my back and my hamstring and everything was just feeling terrible again. So I took 4 days off. So I'm gonna try and run today. I think the plan is 2 or 3. I talked to my physical therapist, and yeah, she said to just, I don't know. She said I could run, but try to take it easy. All right. As far as fit and feel, now I understand that I'm standing on carpet here, so it's gonna seem a little softer than it really is out on the roads, but I think it's pretty good. Like my right foot. So these are 9.5s. My right foot is basically a 9.5. My left foot's basically a 9, and I have about a thumb in the front of the right and maybe a little more than a thumb in the front on the left. I heard there was some weirdness about the sizing of these shoes, but I don't think that's gonna bug me too much because I mean I'm probably not planning on spending hours in them at a time. These are just kind of supposed to be like my nice recovery shoes. So I'm hoping that works out today. Today's just gonna be like a test run to see where I am. My back's been feeling a little bit better, so yeah, I'm hoping that works out. As far as the upper, I don't know. I'm like, let's see. I'm not really getting maybe a little heel slippage, but I don't think it's gonna bug me. I'm very optimistic. So yeah. All right. I think we're good to go. So I'm gonna take this guy with me on the run. I'm hoping, I mean, if it makes enough of a difference, I'll start using the media mod more. But if it doesn't, like, it makes this thing so much bulkier. I mean, I guess it's not that much bulkier, but like, I also like to run and carry it with my right hand, but I don't want to like brush the microphone. You like my sound effects? But yeah. All right. I'll move out. All right, so right off the bat, the midsole seems pretty comfy. It's got a decent squish, but a decent pop, decent energy return. I'm just trying to keep it easy. I'm not going very fast right now. I did have to do a little retie on both of them before heading out the door, but I think that's just me being unfamiliar and inexperienced with booty style uppers. I don't think that's a fault of the shoe. It does seem like the upper is a little roomy, and like I mentioned before,
seem to be a little more space than I'm used to in front of the big toe. But I don't know. I'm holding my judgment. Yeah, I don't even know if I needed to do the retie. I'm getting just the tiniest little bit of heel slippage, but I don't think it's an actual problem. Yeah. I don't know, so far they seem pretty comfy. They're definitely not like, they're almost like the opposite of the Mega Blast. They're really not trying to make me go too fast, which I actually appreciate. And there's plenty of room in the upper. Like, I'm not feeling crammed. I'm not feeling any like toe rubbing or anything. The booty upper is pretty roomy. And just for for me, this is how I'm gonna use it. But for shorter, more relaxed miles, this might be exactly what I want. I don't know. So, I think what I am perceiving as heel slip, I think that's just the booty style upper. I think it's just that I'm so used to being like totally locked in with a bunch of cushioning around the heel and the heel cup. But this is, yeah, there's no bumper pads or no like just big pillowy cushions in the heel because of the style upper it is. And it's not causing me any problems. And yeah, and like the more that I've run, I'm approaching 1 mile, I feel like the retie that I did before I went on this run, I feel like it was unnecessary. Because now, 1 mile, 9:18. Yeah, these shoes are really not trying to make me go fast, which I appreciate, and which is why I was interested in accepting them in the first place, so I could use them as just a chill shoe. I could totally see how people could go long in them though. Like, but anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my right foot. After the retie, I feel like I tightened it a little bit. Definitely didn't need to do that. I think I just need to get used to the booty style upper, and then it's not gonna be just super locked in. But that doesn't mean it's squirrely either. Yeah, I don't know, we're doing good so far. So I was mentioning, like, it doesn't feel super locked in with padding because of those style upper, but like, as a shoe, it feels pretty dang stable. Like, I feel like sometimes I prefer a shoe with a little extra stability, and like, these feel great, but they still feel neutral, but just like, okay, we're moving uphill. They still feel neutral, but like, I'm not worried at all about instability. Okay. I'm thinking, if the media mod on the GoPro makes the audio quality way better, great. part of me hopes it doesn't, because this thing is bulky, man. It's like awkward to hold. I don't like running with my phone. And now lately, I've been running with the GoPro, and it feels like I'm running with the phone. Good morning. Well, afternoon, I guess. Oh God, almost at the top of the hill. Hamstrings are holding up. Okay, I can feel them. But I think they're holding up. Ankles feel great. It's that left hamstring, man. I can feel it, but it's okay. All right, almost to the downhill. All right, on the downhill. These seem really protective. Like, I don't feel like my knees are taking a beating at all. I'm also noticing that on the downhill, I'm actually appreciating a lot of that extra room in the toe box, like in front of my big toe, because just because of the nature of the booty style upper, my foot's kind of sliding forward just a little bit, and that extra space is making it so it's not uncomfortable, which is appreciated. Mile 2, 8:44. And just went through a little gravel patch. It felt fine. I think that right foot issue where I thought I tied it too tight, I think that's true, but it seems to be like, as I'm running, it seems to alleviate. So, yeah. One more mile. I can feel my left hamstring give me issues, which is what was happening 5 days ago. It's super frustrating. But hey man, I'm outside. Garmin wanted a long run today, but I don't ever listen to Garmin anyway, so it doesn't matter. So my back feels okay, which I'm thankful for. But my left hamstring just twinged even worse. So that's really frustrating. I'm just gonna take it nice and slow home, stretch, and we'll see. I'd like to try and jog tomorrow. I really, really would. But we'll see. At the clinic yesterday, on the last session that I went to, I was on like 400 meter specific training, and like she was talking about like helping the athletes get mentally prepared, which is like kind of what my third session was like too. But she was saying like, yeah, like focus on the things that you can control, and you just have to accept the things that you can't, and not let those get in your head. And she was talking about like, you know, the weather or some other thing. And then she was saying, like, you know, sometimes hamstrings are under our control, sometimes they're not. I feel like now is one of those times where I just have to be accepting and stay within my limits. As frustrating as it may be, Warriors play in 30 minutes. 3 miles, 8:54. Should be getting a hair over a 5K in. And then I can stretch during the Warriors game. I did my heel raises, or my calf raises, and my soleus stretch before my run. me do the band work after. But yeah, I don't know. My hamstring is annoying, but hey man, I'm still moving. The ankle actually feels great, so I'm super thankful for that. And then my hamstring problem came on after my ankle started flaring. So based on the timelines of like strains and recovery, then my hamstring should be better soon, right? That would make sense. I am super happy about how my ankle feels though. And I was wondering if this upper style would be less supportive, but it's not. It's actually really good. I think I really like these shoes. I mean, it's just my first run. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm super happy with how these are turning out. I could see myself putting in a lot of miles on these. I'd like to try and run tomorrow after school. Shoot, man, even if it's like 2 miles, I just gotta do something. This afternoon's all rehab. Ice, heat, massage. We're gonna get through it. All right, well, if I can't be doing the mileage I want, at least I could do is a little strength work. Some tiny progress. All right, well that's it. It's my Mizuno Neo Vista 2 first run review / me complaining about all my problems. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it.